Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Tech Pack. Bet you thought there'd probably never be another one of these. Well, you're almost right. Excuse me. I still get on here and play around every once in a while. I still mess around with computer craft a little bit on here. I've never got my reactor menu working the way I want. For some reason, I've gone over the code and I can't figure out why. But it just will never get me to it. It's like it gets to a certain spot and it stops. And I've rewritten it 3 or 4 times, and yeah, every once in a while I get a wild hair and I get on here, especially when I want to play but I'm not able to record. I get on, and of course there's been some updates with thermal expansion. So if we go on here, there's not a lot that's new. I think a lot of it's probably just code based. I know they've added some things. It looks like they've added a vacuum duct. I haven't messed around with those. That looks pretty cool. That would help that mod out a little bit. I've never really used these caches, so I'm not sure if they've updated those at all. I think these plates were not in. I think there was a launching plate, but I don't think there was all these different plates in the prior version. I don't recognize those, and the some of these illuminators are new. I know these little ones were in here, but not. I don't think these yellow ones were. It looks like they've added some new augments. Don't remember this trivection chamber being in there. It looks like they've added some new stuff. Just a little bit. This nullification chamber destroys excess secondary outputs. I don't remember that being in there, so that's probably new. And it looks like they've added some new fluids and dust, which I don't see any recipes for yet. The Blitz powder, the erythium dust, and the basal's powder. I don't really see anything in there for them yet, so I'm not sure if that's down the road. I have heard there is a new transport duct, but I guess it is not in this version. And this is the latest stable version, so I guess it's not in there yet. And I don't remember the terrain smasher being in there either, but it's not something I'd normally use. So, damn hiccups, man, really. Every time. Let me get a drink here. It's the good stuff. But, every once in a while I get on and I play around. And one of the things that I will do is I come on and I take the dimlets and I run it through the little system here. And I finally got a Rarity 6 control circuit, which now allows us to make the Draconium ore dimlet, since I had not gotten one through searching around or whatnot. And of course, the little phone, is that somebody important? Make sure it's not somebody I need to go pick up off the side of the road. So, yeah, no, that's just a kiddo. Control circuit, so that gives us our Draconium ore dimlet. So you can kind of see here, we've got a dimlet base part. This is required for all of them. The rarity, since this is a Rarity 6. We've got the advanced, since it's above a level 3. And the same for advanced memory units, since it's above level 3. And material type is it's a material, not a controller. It's a material. So we've got that one in there, and of course we have our material absorber, which took us a bunch of Draconium ore, but now we'll be able to get it back. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out. And what I've done over here is I've got material default dimlet and then a terrain normal dimlet, so the terrain didn't get screwed up. I've got a mining biome dimlet, which is kind of a flat world. It's the mining type world. Controller single dimlet, because we don't want it to generate any extra biomes. We just want it to all be that mining world. And then I've got a feature huge orbs dimlet and time noon dimlet. Now, this spot is open because I want these orbs to be made out of draconium ore. I think what would probably be smarter is just to make the material here draconium, which I think is what I'm going to do. That way I don't have to try to search down the ore. So I'm going to get rid of the huge orbs in the default and then move that over. So our cost of the world, if we've never discussed this before, is it may add extra features or whatnot to it, but your cost for the world is going to be based off of the dimlets that you put in there. So we're looking at 100,000 cost here, just 1 there, 0, 0, 20 for the time noon, but I don't want to have to worry about mobs and whatnot, so we'll have, as long as there's no damn tendrils or whatever they call shadows, we won't have to worry about mobs. Now what I could have done is terrain flat and then gone with like a mushroom biome and then replaced it, but I don't, we're going to leave it like this for now. We can always go back and change it if we don't like it, or delete this one and make another one. So I'm going to need to turn on all the power before I even try to mess with this, because we're talking over 100,000 RF a tick, and 28 and 28 plus another 6,000. Not a ton. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to activate our reactors. If I can type right, reactor. So we're going to turn on the reactor. So what this program does is it turns on the reactor, and then it turns on the turbine, and it's going to disengage the coils until it gets up into the sweet spot, and then it's going to engage the coils. So we want to do that with both of these. I don't have these set up to start just because I was messing around with the code. So we want to turn that one on also. So these are going to start up all on their own, do their thing until they get up to power. And when I get that all working, the power's all up and running, and then I will put the if I can get the right thing there. If I can, then I'll put this realize tab into our dimension builder. Yeah, been a while since I used this. Once we put in the dimension builder, that's going to drain a lot of power. So once it's done all that, what is it with this world that always skips? I've never been able to figure that out. But yep, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make the dimension, put it in here. It's going to suck all of our power dry. Now that's going to allow us to actually upgrade the draconium orb at the bottom to the next to the highest tiers, because that'll give us all the draconium we need. We can just run in there, put this on 3x3 mode, and go ahead and tear it up, and then get some. So as soon as I get all that done, we will be back. Okay, it's been charging up. It's taking a lot of power to do it, and you can see like right now, it is probably draining me out. I'm actually even a little afraid to to go in there. Let's go take a look at what it's going through our draconium orb there. It's already down to 9.6, so it's used a lot. So we don't want to waste a lot of time, because our main goal is not to live in this world. It's just to go in there and get as much draconium as we possibly can. So I didn't name it, so it's going to be this ID 13 right here. So we need to click our base, click that one, let's check it. Says it's okay. We're going to go ahead and dial it, and God, woman does not know how to close the door without slamming it. So we're going to step in, and shoot, I forgot to put my thing in my slot there. Hopefully I don't die. I mean, we got 9 billion RF going, and shoot. Yeah, see, this is not good enough. I don't know how long we can actually stay here. We got some bunch of negative effects on us because of the world's kind of dying. So that's not good for us. I may have to redo this one because it's 500,000. It shouldn't be 500,000. So I am going to actually go and redo this one because you can see it's just going in and out. These are all from the world dying. Probably the only thing that's keeping me alive is this thing right here. Yeah, the phase field generator. So this is not good. I didn't do this one good. So I am going to go try to remake this, and I'm just going to put that one in there because instead of 100,000, this one is pulling 500,000. So we want to get out of here. And I need to go back and try to redo that one again and hopefully get a different result. So let me go do that, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, this may sound a little weird, but I ended up just putting in the material. No matter what I did, it was around 500,000, give or take. Over 500,000 every single time if I put in any of the other dimlets. What I did this time is I just put in the Draconium one, and it gave me a 20 RF a tick. So I have no idea what I'm about to go into here. It could be any biome. It can be weird. So this is a little bit scary because I have no idea what we're about to get into. We are wearing Draconium armor, which is, I think, probably the best that we have available to us right now. But I don't know. It looks like almost like a mining world, but I don't know where our Draconium ore is going to be. I don't see it anywhere. That kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping this stuff would be Draconium ore, but all I see is a lot of I don't know. Do we want to dig down here? What do we got here? This is all stone. We got an effect of something here. Nope. Okay. No, nothing on the ground. Do we have any features? Anything? I don't see jack squat. Well, that was not a successful idea either. Well, great, lovely. Can we try to sleep, get away from this crap? Ow. Oh, sleeping. I might get hit. Okay, it's permanent night situation. Go away. Damn it. Please. God, I hate these new item frames. Come on. Come out of there. What we got in here? Unknowns. Well, shucks. Damn it. Stupid doors. Yeah, I don't see a single thing that looks like it's made out of Draconium ore. I had hoped it would take something, but it doesn't look like we're getting anything. It says oil, we came from over here. Yeah, it's right there. Well, yeah, I just can't right now produce enough power to really take care of this, so I don't know how to. I would have to probably make another at least another two turbines to handle that kind of power output. So let me go take a think on this, see what I want to do, and we'll be back. See you in just a second. Well, I got it down to 140,000. Oops, wrong one. By just doing orbs. I did large orbs with made out of draconium, so it gives me 140,000. But I'm still not even able to produce that. Is it going up? Can't tell if it's going up. So we're still going to need our phase field generator to make sure we live. But we're going to go over here and give this a try. See what happens. Let's go ahead and dial this. If I can get in there and get like just 2 orbs worth of draconium with how much you get per ore, we should have more than enough to upgrade our power storage, our draconium power storage orb thing. Yeah, see, that flickering means we're not generating enough power. We've got all the effects. And oh, here we go. Here's an orb. So we got to make sure we get as much as we can and just get out of here, because we're just not going to be able to. I just don't see. This is ridiculous that there's mods like Buildcraft, IC2. They've been around forever, and I guess the only way you can call it is just this. It's like a power war to see whose mod can take the most RF than someone else's, and it's just I think it's kind of getting out of control. I mean, I can understand higher levels of power, but good God, I mean, there would be no other reason to have this much power other than be able to do this. Now there's mods like Mistcraft where they have the same thing, and it wouldn't cost nearly this much power to do this. So it's kind of ridiculous, and I am frickin' starving. So it's kind of no shit. Oh, let's just get out of here. I'm too close to death. Damn, I took the wrong thing out of my hotbar. Whew. Yeah, you don't want to take that out of your hotbar. Damn, that was close. That was really, really close. But we did get a stack, looks like. So I mean, that'll help out. But as right now, we haven't even refunded the amount of ore that it took to make that damn thing. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back. But at least I know I can run in there. I just gotta make sure I don't take that orb off, and I need to make sure, is this thing producing to the right place? I hope. You go take that dimlet out of there. Let this thing recharge for a while, and see. I really don't want to make any more power. Let me go see if I can get some more stuff and things out of here. Just pull that out. Let's see how long. And see, look at that. It's already completely drained out. I mean, as soon as I took it out of the machine, it's out. So that's definitely not good enough. So, some more thinking on this. Be back in just a sec. Well, I think I'm going to say screw it. I just cannot maintain enough power to handle something that goes that high. Now, of course, there's ways we could get around it. I mean, I can make a really big reactor, or we can make a bunch of more turbines. I mean, but I'm just not feeling it. So what I tried to do is I added another energy pylon and a separate tesseract, hoping that if I combined, it's like I don't have the ability to pull enough power directly out of this thing, and even through the tesseract system, I'm not able to pull enough power out quickly enough to speed that up. And as far as I know, there's no way to speed the power service. But so what I did, like I said, is I added a second tesseract, and it's behind the wall here, and if I can break stuff. And you can see, I mean, we've got the flux ducts, Cairo stabilized flux duct, which will handle an infinite amount of energy. So it should be, there's no bottleneck there. Now, before I just had the Ender IO conduits on there, but I figured, let's go for, as much power as we can possibly get, which would be the cryo stabilized flux duct, because it doesn't have an upper limit. It'll transfer whatever you put into it. So there's a tesseract up here, or I'm sorry, over here. Is it over here? I think it's over here in like one back on top of that that duct, and then of course this one. So it should, in theory, be receiving power from both, and that still was not enough power to put it out. So I'm not really going to worry about it, because I mean the purpose of getting that much was to be able to increase this, but there's really no point in increasing this if we can't put out more power. I said that right, because we can't put out, or I can't pull out any more than what's going in there, or I can't pull out enough. If you know what I'm trying to say, I cannot pull enough out of here to make it work. So even though I have got 9 billion RF in here, I don't have the ability to pull out enough at one time to even benefit me on for that RF thing there. And honestly, the way I'm thinking about it right now is, who cares? I really, the only reason that I would want that much RF would be to run that single world, that single dimension. And that's just insane. I'm not going to go and spend hours and hours building up a power system that really only applies to that particular dimension. I mean, I'll never use it other than to power that. I mean, 500,000 or 140,000, that's more than I'm going to pretty much use for anything else ever. So instead of worrying about making so much draconium and getting my hands on so much draconium that I needed to do that, what I'm going to do is use the draconium that I have to go ahead and upgrade the draconium armor and weapons and that sort of thing. So if we go look in our manual here, that's what I'm getting ready for right now, is I'm getting some charged draconium blocks. These damn things are expensive. I mean, let's look at this real quick. How many million is that? That's what, 100 million RF that this thing needs to be charged, and I think you can only use a max of 4 of these at a time before you need to redo the dragon kill and get another heart. But if we go and look, this is the area where we're kind of working in right now. We'll need to make a resurrection stone eventually. Oh shoot, I'm gonna need mob souls. I don't think I have that many. I hope they don't all have to be the same, because that will suck. But if we go down here, the dragon heart is what we'll need to make the higher end awakened draconium or awakened draconium blocks, and that is all used to make all these cores, and then of course the actual stuff. You can see you got to make an awakened core, an energy core to get the upgraded pick, and the core is draconium, the awakened, with 4 wyvern cores. So it's you start getting into some crazy stuff once we get down into the flux capacitors and of course our higher level draconium armor. Excuse me, hiccups again. I think it's that I forget to breathe. I think that must be it. But for that, you need to drop your dragon heart on the ground, which we do have one. You know, you get one every time you kill the Ender Dragon. I hope to God it's every time. You drop 4 to 16 draconic cores on the ground near the activated heart, 4 per block of draconium. So we got to make 4 draconic cores per block of draconium. And if we drop 16, that means we can only do 4 blocks of the charged draconium. A few seconds after the needle, draw nearby items toward it. Now quickly place 1 to 4, depending on how many cores you drop, charged draconium blocks near the heart. You will know you need working when you see the heart's energy targeting the charged draconium blocks. Now stand back and watch the magic happens. Now you can only do this once per heart, so we'll have to eventually make, or I'll have to eventually do the whole resurrection stone thing, and get kill some more ender dragons, which, you know, it's not too big of a deal. I mean, it's not like we're hurting on the resources. You know, the important resources are, of course, all the stuff, the metals and whatnot. Then down here, of course, we got all the one-off crap, just one of this, one of that. But as far as Draconium goes, I did get enough out of there that I still have 2,000 of the dust, and I still have 157 of the ore. So eventually, you know, when I get back, when I get it back around to playing this, then I'll be able to go to the end and do that. Does that say that thing had to be in the end? Did it say it had to be in the end? Well, it doesn't matter. But that's gonna be it for this one, and just a little shock and awe, a little extra tech pack, gone but not forgotten. Thanks for coming by. Hope y'all appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button or share. It always helps me out. And until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.